And people aren't willing to have difficult conversations. They're willing to have approved conversations by the mainstream. I'm not going to bring up the examples of difficult conversations, but you've got about 70 difficult conversations that have never been mentioned by either side anywhere because they're too difficult. All right. Here's like a good example of a difficult conversation. Somebody coming out and saying, if you're poor, don't have a kid. Ever. Stop having 6 kids if you're poor. Stop having 1 kid if you're poor. Hey, if you're 16, don't have a kid. Stop having kids. You know, Adam Carolla says it. Literally, you keep thinking every year they're finally going to catch on and go, oh, I get it. An untrained kid will probably grow up to make a lot of the domino effect of an untrained kid. This is what I call it, untrained. Pick up any dog. Pick up any dog from any vet and just let it be him. Don't tell him to sit down. Your house will be destroyed. It'll scratch everything up. Don't yell at him ever. Just let him do his thing as a person. You've got thousands of people, black, white, all the colors, being raised by nobody. That is an untrained kid. He's going to cause crimes. He's going to cause problems. He's going to be in arguments. He's going to do everything wrong. He's going to weigh down the government. He's going to cost everybody money. But not one person ever in my lifetime has even suggested that stopping having kids, if you can't take care of them, or if you didn't take a kid's training course, or there's no license that you need to have a kid, and they shut you down with that argument right away, and they say, oh, no, what do you want to be like China? What do you want to be like China? There's no talking even about it, no conversation. Every one of these fucking problems that I see these people on their knees crying about is caused because someone had a baby when they weren't supposed to. So this is why I'm not partaking in the world's nonsense. They're not ready to have difficult conversations. This race stuff ain't a difficult conversation. It's a approved difficult conversation. You want to have a difficult conversation about all the Earth's problems, you got to start with, why are people having kids when they have no business having a fucking kid? Until I see someone say that, you're living in Goofy land with Michael Goofy. People
Dr.
really,
Michael
and
Goofy.
even people around, it's like, they feel like it's like an argument, like a hack, like atheist type of argument. Like, that's too much. I don't want to get into it. Talk about being scared to talk about the facts, bro. People should not be having kids unless they're professional kid-raising people, all right? You should have to go to college. You can't even be a fucking, lawyer's assistant without going to college. But you could have a fucking human without going to any schooling? You should maybe go 4 years of fucking courses to have a kid. Or else we take that kid. So, that's what I think. That's why I don't even get involved in conversations because I'm starting at the beginning. You're having all these arguments here, but you're like, let's go to the root. Let's go to the cause, the source. They don't want to go anywhere near that source. And there's other sources here, difficult conversations. Bringing it back to the Big Bang. Bringing it back to universe stuff. You want to talk about Screwy Louie? Start talking about the universe. Start talking about planets. Start talking about moons and suns and galaxies. So, you're all getting hung up on the issue of the day, an issue that needs to be solved, but you're not going anywhere near that source. So until you go near that source, I'm not going to take you seriously.